Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is a daily price update. We're gonna see, of course, what we might expect next. As you can see, of course, some red today, starting from the base channel. We still, of course, resisting here at the middle line of this base channel. So we see, of course, a further downtrend here. It might be, of course, a continuation for lower prices, that it might be, of course, an ABC or even a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in case, of course, of a bearish and continuation of a deeper correction downwards. So we're going to see, of course, where it's going to lead, and we're going to see, of course, a further hints. But before we do this, let's talk about, of course, our probabilities again on the daily. Of course, for the new subscriber, you're very welcome, by the way. And of course, for the daily here, we are looking at the several possibility for a wave B, since we are in 3 waves down, 1-to-1 fib level already taken here as a 3 waves, and I'm not yet convinced that this is a 1-2-1-2 wave 3. And because wave 3 of course needs to be, of course, 5 waves, and in case this is a wave 4, alternation with wave 2 is very, very far within the timing. The time of this wave 4 is very, very huge, I would say, in comparison with the wave 2. Therefore, very likely that we finished a 3-way structure, again, another 3 ways, W, X, and Y. So we'll see how this is going to unfold. Now, next possibility that it might unfold here are a wave B in several, of course, or multiple wave B. The first one might be, of course, a triangle. The triangle here might be already starting with an A, B, and then C, D, and an E here somehow, and then pushing for wave C later on directly toward the downside, meaning, yeah, longer sideways range that it might be unfolding there for Bitcoin than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That it might unfold, of course, a wave C. This wave C can be a little bit deeper, of course, due to the triangle here. However, I doubt it a little bit. I still think, of course, something else might be unfolding in case we are in a wave B. This wave B, of course, can be triangle, but can be also 3 waves up, which it can be a regular flat hitting this area 107, 115K here as a 3 waves. But this 3 waves have to be impulse correction. Impulse, for example, so if we are in double 1, 2, we need a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 somehow, and then wave B, and then wave C. Now, if this will transform to a more aggressive wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, meaning wave A already finished there, and we might get a wave B and then wave C again, which it might unfold 3 ways down, 3 ways up here, hitting the targets for wave B, new all-time high, of course, as an expanding flat. And this, of course, can happen as an expanding flat where we might reach, of course, a new high around the 130, 150K, and then go back down aggressively toward the downside. And that because we need, of course, 3 waves structure corrective to finish exactly on time, at least here for a wave 2. Whether a regular flat or expanding flat, we are required here to come back to this area, or even whether we are in a triangle, we expect a wave C also to hit around this area over there as a wave 2, and then all of them push, of course, toward the upside again for a 200K bull run that it might be unfolding for Bitcoin. That is the shallow bear market explained. The deep bear market, of course, is still possible, but we need, of course, much stronger evidence. Meaning, I would like to see, of course, a 1-to-1 level broken here. Meaning, if we are in an ABC, I would like to see, of course, this 1-to-1 fib level broken, and we dive deeper, especially to break, of course, the base channel there. This is a confirmation that we are in a bear market again, especially the 62K 591. This is a 100% confirmation that nothing will be bullish again. Why? Because we have a double 1-2 possibility here for higher. If this wave 2 got broken by taking the low, then it's gone. It is gone, guys. So therefore, of course, we continue toward the downside. Nothing is bullish anymore. Bear market confirmation. Yep, so this is regarding the deep analysis. Now, let's dive inside it on the 2 hours chart. Of course, yesterday, I mentioned that, of course, there are probabilities here between bullish and bearish. I hope that you understood this clearly, guys. There is two probability whether we go directly downward, which is the case, or we push upward again for a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a decision here making, and the 1-to-1 level was exactly the key level if you remember from yesterday analysis. Once we break it downward, that means of course we're bearish, and this is exactly what happened today. So very interesting to see. Of course, the price decision has been made here. We have finished an ABC, guys, and we're pushing toward the downside here, but we gotta be careful. So basically this can be a truncation here, wave C. By all means, I'm gonna put the wave C. Of course it can be there, but also it can be another possibility, like 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, and then pushing one more high. Yeah, that is very, very tricky, but I would say it's not the case. I think it's a truncation here, finished impulse already, an ABC, and we're watching, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, honestly, towards the downside. This is my highest probability right now that we might take, of course, this target area or the red zone, which it might still be bullish, but only from there. And that means, of course, if we are still looking here for a 1-to-1, let's say, of course, we're looking for this A, and then B, and a C, of course. 1-to-1, as you can see anyway, that it breaks the 886, which is very interesting. Now, of course, I mean, this is our bear market here, confirmation, right? So I'm going to put it there. Bear market confirmation. Yeah, so the same as we saw on the daily. So this is exactly the price. Now, if the things start to push for higher from the 1-to-1 and we don't take the confirmation, that will be very, very insane. So preferably, of course, that we break it and we get one direction finally, just as confirmation. I don't care if it is bullish or bearish, guys. I just prefer, of course, to get clarity. It has been a long time, of course, trying to estimate the situation with these up and downs here. So it's time, I believe, of course, for a price decision for this area. Yeah, are we deeper bear market, or are we a shallow one? So yeah, this we're getting closer for it, I would say. So if we're diving deeper here, it's not confirmed yet until the 62K 500, guys, that we are breaking downward. But that means if we break this, guys, we're talking about here 35 and 25K. Okay, so if you think it's late, that until 62K to confirm it, yes, of course, because if this is taken, we're talking about the next year onto 25K and 35K, guys, which is a 100% again lower prices from here. So that is interesting. So we'll see. We'll see, of course, what's gonna happen there, guys. So on the 15-minute chart, micro level, we're still looking here at an impulse, potentially a 1, 2, and then. Yeah, I mean, this is an 86 here, 886 again, of course, which is a little bit weird, but okay. Wave 3 has been given, I cannot complain. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5. I believe that the things might drop down furthermore, guys. We'll see how this is going to unfold. In case a signal of strength start to appear here. Therefore, we need to watch invalidation of bearish. Okay, so it's very interesting. If we get 70K 600, it's a question mark. Why we're getting back to interfere with the zone 1? That means 3 waves if this happens. So we gotta be careful. It might reverse still in something much more complex as a structure. Can be, of course, an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then coming back downward, guys. So that will be very, very annoying. Another range here, but hopefully not, of course. Hopefully that we get one direction. Again, I don't care which direction it is. I prefer, of course, clarity only. Yep, so this is regarding Bitcoin, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord, and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.